Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a single phrase from the Quran that carries an incredible amount of theological weight. We're going to solve a kind of lexical mystery that really sits at the very heart of Islamic theology. So the phrase we're talking about is Khatam an-Nabiyyīn. Now, on the surface, that might seem pretty straightforward, but, as the linguistic sources we're looking at today show, its meaning in the original Arabic is so much richer and more profound than any simple translation can capture. Okay, so let's get right into it. First, we need to understand why this one specific term carries so much theological significance. Why has this one phrase been the subject of so much study and debate for over 1,000 years? Well, this isn't just some nice complimentary title. It's a foundational concept that defines the very end of prophethood in Islam. And to really get its depth, like our sources show, we have to go back. We have to look at the original Arabic. To solve this mystery, we have to start where all classical Arabic analysis begins, with the three-letter root of the word. This is our first and, honestly, our most important clue.
Yeah, everything really flows from this one simple root, KTM. And as the source lexicons show us, it's got this fascinating dual meaning. On one hand, it's about finishing something, like closing a door. But it's also about authenticating something, like stamping a document with a seal of approval. This is absolutely crucial because it tells us right away that a simple one-dimensional translation is going to miss a huge part of the story.
And this is where it gets really interesting. A tiny little change in how you pronounce the word completely shifts the meaning. Khatim, that refers to the person doing the action, the one who seals. But khatam, that's the object, the result. It's the seal itself, or by extension, the final thing in a list. And get this, both of these forms actually show up in early readings, which just adds to the richness of it all. So here's the point you really gotta get. These two meanings, seal and last, they're not in conflict. They're actually two sides of the same coin. Think about it. When you put a wax seal on a letter, it's the last thing you do, right? It means the message is complete, it's authenticated, it's finished. The seal is the final mark. Okay, let's see how this all builds into the main interpretations. And we're gonna use a really powerful metaphor from the Hadith. That's the recorded teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. And this just illustrates the idea of finality so brilliantly. It's such a vivid, unforgettable image, and you see classical commentators coming back to it again and again to explain what the phrase means. This visual really helps us see exactly how they understood it. So you've got this long, beautiful structure of prophecy built over thousands of years. That's the wall on the left. But there's one spot left. And then the final brick is placed, and the whole structure isn't just finished, it's now perfected. It's complete. So for many of these huge, influential scholars, this powerful idea of closure was the main thing, the most important meaning. The building was done, the message was complete, no new prophets were coming. But the source material tells us that finality, as powerful as it is, isn't the whole story. The linguistic evidence points to another, complementary layer of meaning here. Let's go back to that idea of a seal for a second. A seal isn't just a lock on a door. It's a stamp of authenticity, right? It confirms that everything inside the letter is true, and it came from the sender. So this suggests that the seal of the prophets also acts as a confirmation of all the prophetic messages that came before. And this is where we get a really key insight from a major commentary. The argument is that the different meanings don't compete with each other, they complete each other. It's not a choice you have to make between the last and the authenticator. The phrase is rich enough to mean both, at the same time. So let's bring it all together. What do we get when we combine that dominant historical interpretation with the full richness of the Arabic language? Well, we get the complete, composite meaning of this truly remarkable phrase. It means that in the person of Muhammad, prophethood is both completed and perfected. As you can see here, he's the last brick, closing the chain. But he is also the seal, confirming the truth of the whole structure and bringing the divine message to its ultimate, perfect conclusion. And what's so compelling about this conclusion is that it honors both tradition and language. It affirms that classical consensus understanding of finality, while at the same time appreciating the deep, semantic elegance of the Quranic term itself. It just fits perfectly. Ultimately, understanding this richness just transforms the whole concept. Finality is no longer just a simple full stop at the end of a sentence. Instead, it becomes this royal seal, stamped at the end of a decree, a mark that signifies not just an end, but also ultimate completion, perfection, and timeless authenticity.